Just days before Christmas, a man was struck and killed by a hit-and-run driver, and now police are asking for help to track down that suspect.
KTLA 5's Kimberly Chang joins us live in Baldwin Hills, where police also announced the arrest of suspects in 2 deadly hit-and-run crashes earlier this year. Tell us about it, Kim.
Hi, yes, they held a news conference earlier this morning to update us on 3 separate fatal incidents that happened in the South Los Angeles area. First, take a look at this video that was released today by detectives from LAPD's South Traffic Division. It shows a fatal hit and run that occurred about 2.5 weeks ago on December 10th. This was near Florence and Kansas Avenues. The victim, 32-year-old Tomas Lopez Onofre, was crossing the street around 5 in the morning when he was hit by a car and was left laying in the middle of the road. Police say the suspect car, which is believed to be a white Cadillac, stopped for a while, but the driver ultimately decided to take off without helping. The family believes Tomas was trying to catch a bus to get to work. They tell me he was a forklift driver who provided for his aging mother. Police say there's a $50,000 reward for tips leading to an arrest and conviction, and today his family made a tearful plea for the person responsible to do the right thing.
I would just like to plead to the person who did this to our family to please come forward. We know you're scared. We know it may have been an accident, but you're at home enjoying your holidays while we're suffering, and we're making funeral arrangements for my uncle. He did not deserve this.
We ended up getting more video in that little pocket of the neighborhood, and it's kind of basically doing laps and circles. And so I don't know, we're thinking that probably was struggling with it mentally, emotionally, and what to do. Should I not? And, ultimately, they never came back. So unfortunately.
Police also released this video from a crash that killed 4-year-old Messiah Clark on March 18th. The SUV that the child was in slammed into a WSS shoe store near Crenshaw Boulevard and Rodeo Road in South LA. The child died at the hospital. Police announced that the driver, Shanae Glover, and the boy's mother, Dania Wilson, have been arrested. Both fled the scene that day, and police say that tips helped lead to their capture. Police say they also acquired more video recently, and there was another car involved in a suspected street race.
Both Glover, who was the driver, and Wilson, the little boy's mom, went into hiding to avoid police contact for approximately 9 months. On December 8th, Wilson was apprehended and booked for child cruelty. She placed Messiah in danger for not having him properly secured in a child's seat and having him present during street racing with DUI associated factors. The driver of the vehicle, Glover, was arrested on December 23, 2025, and has been booked for murder.
And in this fatal crash that happened July 5th near 91st and Figueroa Street in South Los Angeles, killing the victim, Emerson Gonzalez, who was making a left turn when he was T-boned by a speeding Porsche. Investigators say the Porsche was traveling 90 to 100 miles an hour, and they say witnesses tried to stop the suspect from leaving the scene. They later identified her as Sierra Whitaker. Police say Whitaker left the state and went to great lengths to hide from them. They say they received tips of sightings in other states. The FBI assisted, and they later tracked her down in Atlanta, Georgia, where she was arrested.
And at one point, her and I think 1 or 2 of her passengers got confrontational with some of the citizens that were trying to delay her and keep her there. We later learned of Sierra that she's known in the area. She is a prostitute, a known prostitute. So after this incident, she became a ghost and was gone. On the day she was arrested, she tried to avoid capture by hiding up in an attic.
Now, police telling us today that it was tips from the public that helped lead to these arrests. And again, that first case is still under investigation, so anyone with information is asked to contact LAPD. Reporting live in Baldwin Hills, Kimberly Chang, KTLA 5 News.